So for the month of March, we have a fresh catch, and we're doing ahi tuna this month. I love this dish. It's a nice, light, very flavorful dish. We're pan-searing it, pan-roasting it in the oven, and then I'm making like a piccata sauce, but really it's just a caper, lemon, butter sauce, but it's a broth because I'm adding also some clams to it. We're going to start off, get a pan hot because we're going to pan-sear it. I mean, it's just going to take a couple minutes because we're going to cook it like medium rare to rare around that area, so it's really not going to take that long. But for this thickness of a tuna, it probably does have to go in the oven for a couple minutes. So we're going to get a pan hot here, and then we're going to take this and we're just going to season it, basically. You know, we're going to take some salt and some pepper, okay, and then I'm just going to season both sides here with that. So we want to start off with our presentation side down first, because when you flip it back over, put it in the oven, that way you don't have to flip it back over again for plate presentation. So really you're only dealing with it once, okay? So we are going to start off with this side down first. So we're going to get it nice and hot so we can get a good sear and a seal to that, so it's nice and juicy inside. Okay, I think we're there. Yep, looks good. Nice and golden brown. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a hot oven, okay, until it reaches about medium rare to rare. We don't want to overcook. You never really want to overcook ahi tuna. Ahi tuna is typically eaten medium rare to rare, so it keeps its juicy. You know, it keeps its moisture and it's juicy. And you know, if it's overcooked and it gets well done, then it gets too dry. Now we're going to do our broth. The broth, though, is a it's a stock, like it's a fish stock, because I'm doing clams. So clams is going to be part of that. So I ended up getting some manila clams, some fresh manila clams in. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our manila clams here in our pan here first. Okay. Our pan's getting hot. So what we need to do is we need to add in our stock first. So our stock, the pan gets nice and hot and your stock just goes in, and then it just flavors that right away like that. Looks good. So I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice here, okay, and then some shallot, and then some garlic, okay, and then also capers here. Then also just a little bit of salt and pepper, okay? Sometimes it's easier to basically, you have to kind of cover it at first. So we'll cover it for just a minute and then we'll come back, okay? Our clams now are starting to open up, and then so once they start opening up like that, it means that they're just about done here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is at this point here is I'm going to add a couple cubes of butter. Okay, so we're going to do that, and that'll help flavor this and enrichen our sauce a little bit. And at this point also we have some Concasse tomato that I did, and then we're going to add some of these diced tomatoes. Concasse meaning that it's been peeled and de-seeded. What we're going to do is we're going to finish it off with just a little bit of fresh herbs here, and then, okay, so we're going to take our tuna here, and then we'll cut it in half at a bias a little bit here, like so. So you can see the inside of it also, because it's nice and pretty and red. Okay, and then we're going to take it, and then we're going to put our tuna right here in the middle of our plate. And we're going to arrange our clams around here on the plate, like this. Okay, like that. We're going to spoon our sauce now, the broth. And we're just going to spoon this around the plate, like this. We've got a little bit of some of these greens here that I've did up. There's little ends, little pieces of celery stem here that I did. So here's our ahi tuna, and it's done with some manila clams in a caper, tomato, lemon broth.